Hi everyone, Rachel Jensen here, broker owner of Luna Realty Belize on the beautiful island of Ambergris Key. Today we are in the inbox question number 56. We've been doing this for over a year now of answering questions from folks like you who are looking at real estate here. Maybe you're looking to relocate, invest, come back and forth. Who knows? You're still trying to figure it out, but this is where we answer questions that have been asked from folks like you who are on a similar journey as you. So this one is another great question from one of our clients, Brighton. He was just here in the office with us, and he was expressing some of his concern about when he was looking at properties here, because he was doing this all from afar. He'd been to Placencia before, but he knew that he wanted to invest on Ambergris Key and was just feeling a little uneasy at first. He was telling us that when he went to the bank to go do his deposit, the bank was like, "Have you seen the property? You've been there. You want it's real?" He's like, "Yeah, I've been here. I've seen it." However, he didn't actually come in person and see it. So what he did do was a Zoom walkthrough, was able to see that it's a real property. But this was a question that he brought up and a concern that I think is legitimate. And of course, it's something that you need to be considering if you are planning to buy property from afar. And so he said, "How do I know the property is real?" So there are a few suggestions that I would give to you. If you're planning to do this whole real estate process from afar, I can tell you it certainly is possible, and working with the right agent will help give you that comfort that you need when you're buying the property from afar. However, here are just some simple things that I would request that you ask from your realtor, your real estate agent. First and foremost is request a Google pin location. Now, you might type in the property on Google, it'll pop up, great, but I would specifically ask for that Google pin location, because perhaps it's just an unsurveyed or a surveyed piece of property and there's nothing on it yet. You want to make sure you know exactly where you are buying. And then if you do the satellite view, or if you go to Google Earth, you can see what that parcel actually looks like, the topography of it, because you may need to fill it. Maybe that's not something that you realized before. Maybe it's mangroves, not something you have to take down. Maybe there's absolutely nothing there, but you are hoping there's vegetation. So seeing it from that satellite view will certainly help. And then what you're able to do is compare that satellite view to what you saw in the listing link and those pictures, and making sure that they match up. Now, also do note that the satellite view is not always, the most recent version. It's not from yesterday necessarily. So you just want to make sure that it is similar though. And if it does look different, ask your agent to double check. And then what I would also do is ask for the land survey from your realtor. Now, sometimes you do need to have an offer to purchase in before the seller's agent is willing to give you the land survey. However, I know a lot of real estate agents here have access to the master land survey for the entire island of Ambergris Key. So what they can do is plug in that parcel number and then pull it up and take a screenshot for you, just to show exactly where it is in comparison to other lots, or versus where you wanted to see what it was in relation to. In addition to that, I would always recommend a video walkthrough. Zoom and WhatsApp video are great ways to do it. However, I would strongly suggest Zoom, because then the person on the other side, your agent, is able to record it for you and then send you the recording afterwards. And I know that this has come in handy with us at times, because we've met either with the developer's rep or with the listing agent, and it helps to rehear what they say as you're doing the walkthrough. So sometimes it's just land, and your agent may not necessarily be able to walk, all 100 feet in, if it is sort of lagoony, or if it is just more, I would say, landscaped in a sense, natural landscaping. It's not always easy to walk through. So just keep that in mind there, but Zoom would be great. And then you can also ask them to walk around the neighborhood. I know this is something that we've done quite a few times with clients. You see what else is there, because you may see that there's this awesome parcel of land, but from the pictures online, you can't always tell what's next to you. So go down the street, go up the street, turn around, go backwards, really get a feel of that neighborhood. And then for peace of mind during the closing period, typically it takes about a month or two to close. The closing agent or the closing attorney will do a title check for you. So what they're doing is ensuring that the name on the paperwork matches the name on the title. And that is a really important step, because you want to ensure that whoever is selling this property to you is the lawful owner of it. And then last but not least, you can always get a land survey or an inspection. Inspection tends to be if the property is already built, land survey if it's vacant land, or perhaps you're buying a single family home, or just a structure on land and you're buying both the land and the home. So just some things for you to bear in mind. This helps, I know, ease your minds. It is something to be thinking about when you are buying from afar, but our team is here to ensure that you feel comfortable during that process. If you're new to real estate here in Belize, or perhaps you're just starting to really think about living here in person and request this lifestyle guide from us, we have an e-copy. We'll email it over to you. info@lunarealtybelize.com, info@lunarealtybelize.com. That comes to me and members of my team. We have an incredible team here on site on Ambergris Key who is here to really make sure that the process for buying real estate is as smooth as possible for you. My name is Rachel Jensen, and we look forward to seeing you here in Belize. Bye, everyone.